Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the finale of CTL. This is Ken Chrysler speaking here, part 2 of WrestleMania. And we are going to start off with the Money in the Bank match. And this is going to be a big match, because whoever wins this match could be a future world CTL champion. So we got a lot of good wrestlers in here. We got Mr. Live, we got Justice Dragon, we got Ryan Red Dead, we got Alonzo, we got the Iron Taylor, Luke Razorblade is here. 6 people competing in this Money in the Bank match. Now, there will be no ladder, because all ladder matches are terrible, as usual, on here. So, it is going to be a 6-man match on this. So, the winner of this will be Mr. Money in the Bank, and they can carry it forward to 2k20 as well. They can basically cash it in anytime they want. So it is a big deal. It is a very big deal. And look at the Iron Taylor there. Oh, man. What a nice move on Alonzo. And going for a pin, it is Falls Count Anywhere in a 6-man matchup. Also tonight, we're going to have the United States title, the tag title, and the CTL championship. So we got 4 big matches for you guys tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy them, because this will be the finale of 2K20 for sure. We cannot wait. But don't expect any episodes right away once 22 drops. We still don't know how it's going to be. We're hoping for the best, but, you never know. And look there, almost a pin there. And a kick out there. Look at the Iron Taylor. Oh, man, putting Ryan in a submission. And like I said, this match is very critical. Very critical. It's one of the biggest matches, even though it's a non-title match, but it is for the Money in the Bank contract. And look at Luke Razorblade here. Look at this. Oh, man. What a nice move on Ryan there. And Alonzo and Iron Taylor fighting. You got outside, you got Mr. Live versus Justice Dragon. Got some really good matchups here. And Luke Razorblade going off the top rope. And Justice Dragon going for a pin. Mr. Live with the kick out. And Luke Razorblade going for the pin, and Ryan with the kick out there. And Alonzo going for a pin, a kick out there by the Iron Taylor. So this will be our final part. Of course, our main event tonight's going to be Paul Weiss versus Lethal for the CTL title. Could Paul Weiss pull off the upset of the century is the question. Or will Lethal continue? And Lethal is already an Intercontinental Champion. So he has a chance to continue being a double champion tonight. So there's a lot on the line there. Of course, we got the United States Championship, Demino versus Jarex. And we got the tag titles, the Game Over versus Luther and Marcus for the tag titles. So it's going to be a big deal. Look at Justice Dragon. Iron Taylor almost pinning Alonzo there. Oh, man. Luke Razorblade throwing Justice Dragon out of the ring. This is an elimination match, so you have to be the last man standing in this. No lucky pins. And Justice Dragon with a big spear there on Luke Razorblade, going for the pin. And a kick out there. And guys, let me remind you, I wanted to go ahead and tell you all what's going on for next year. There's been a big announcement Styles has made. So, especially since Dr. Educator lost, obviously a lot of the Macau people are not going to stay with CTL. The idea is that we are going to sign a bunch of people on CTL sub-wise, and there will be basically no one outside of subs on CTL. That is the goal. I mean, it could end up going back to how it is, but that's the direction Styles wants to take. And of course, with Dr. Educator and his whole entire crew gone, that is a big possibility. And the Stock Boys are probably not going to re-sign with CTL. That was another big announcement. We really didn't announce it, really didn't talk about it because we didn't want to say anything. Just in case Dr. Educator pulled it off, which we all knew he wouldn't. But still. However, Paul Weiss can win tonight. He can at least stick with CTL. So if he walks out as the champion, he can stay with CTL, but until he loses his title. If he wins, that is. He's got to beat Lethal, though. So Lethal can not only beat him, but Lethal could send him home packing tonight. So basically his job's on the line as well. So, yeah. And look at the Iron Taylor here. And a kick out there by Ryan. Iron Taylor going for the pin on Mr. Live. And a kick out there. Still no falls at all. So we're probably going to see a lot in a row here. All 6 men are still in this. And look at Alonzo. Boston Crab on Ryan. Ryan Red Dead's in trouble here. And he kicks out, but here's the real test. And Luke Razorblade going for a pin as well. And what? Oh, I think Ryan really didn't break out of the submission, but they went for the pin on Mr. Live, and he has been eliminated. Oh, man, Justice Dragon just ran into a Sweet Chin Music by Luke Razorblade. I don't think Ryan tapped anyway, so. And Luke Razorblade eliminates a second person. So we are down to 4 already. It was that quick. So Justice Dragon, Mr. Live, the biggest guys in this matchup, have been eliminated. And a nice move there by the Iron Taylor. And that's another person we don't know if they're going to stay with CTL or go to WTF. It all just depends tonight of their decision of where they're going. And a kick out there by Luke Razorblade. And Alonzo going after the Iron Taylor here. And of course you still have also in this matchup you got 4 people left in this match. And oh my goodness, come on guys. Enough with the electric. Please do not mess with the breakers. It's those interns again. You know how the interns are. Yeah, Ryan's still in this matchup. So we are down to 4. One of these 4 will be Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, and Ryan with a shot to Alonzo. He never saw it coming. And people are flying into the steel steps. And Ryan going for a pin on Alonzo. And Ryan has eliminated Alonzo. And Luke Razorblade now. Kick out there by the Iron Taylor. So we are down to 3. Alonzo has been eliminated. And Luke Razorblade with a sweet chin to the Iron Taylor. Let's see if he can make it. Will Luke Razorblade get his 3rd elimination in this match? And a kick out there. Ryan's got an elimination as well. And oh man, Ryan with a sweet chin music. That is the 2nd one the Iron Taylor has taken in this match. And oh my goodness. And Ryan gets his 2nd elimination. So it is down to Luke Razorblade versus Ryan. Both of them have 2 eliminations and the same moveset. So this is going to be interesting. And the winner of this match will be Mr. Money in the Bank here. And Luke Razorblade going for the pin. And he did it. Wow, Luke Razorblade will be Mr. Money in the Bank. And he wins the opening match of WrestleMania. What a great matchup. Ryan with 2 and Luke Razorblade with 2. And Luke Razorblade breaks the tie, getting 3 eliminations in this matchup. So, what a match though. And Luke Razorblade, Mr. Money in the Bank now. He can go into 2K22 as Mr. Money in the Bank. Cash it in anytime he wants. So, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. So, yeah. Luke Razorblade wins the Money in the Bank match. And what a heck of an opening. And up next, guys, is going to be our United States belt. It's going to be a good one. And the United States Championship is on the line. So, here we go. Demino's getting a big shot here tonight against Jarex for the United States belt. Jarex hasn't really been involved in the tag team lately with the Destroyers. I mean, he's done some stuff with the Destroyers, him and Alonzo have, but they've kind of had a singles run going on for a little bit. And, of course, Jarex has been the United States champion for quite some time. He's held that belt for a little while. So he's going to get a challenge tonight. I believe Demino is a former cruiserweight champion. So he has won a title before, I believe. And he's had some impressive matches as well in his history with us. You know what, guys? This is the 50th episode of CTL, and I just want you all to think about that. We did 50 CTL episodes. We did 50 WTF episodes. And I believe we did about 43 FLHs. We almost did 150 episodes from 2K20. I think we need a badge of honor for that. I mean, that is just tough enough with garbage games like 2K20. But here we go. Jarex versus Demino. And look at Jarex. Nice move there. And Jarex. Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, man. Dropping Demino right on his back. And Jarex, of course, tag team champion, former tag team champion, United States champion, has a lot on his resume here. I think he's been with us since CTL opened. A lot of people have. And you know, the other day we were all watching some of the older CTL stuff, and I believe who was on the first episodes? Crimson was with us. Jarex, Styles, Luke Razorblade. I mean, all these guys have been with the company for quite some time. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much time has went by and stuff. And 2K22, we're going to be at it again. So it's going to be a good one. And look at Demino here. Oh, man. Nice move there by Jarex. And look at Demino. Oh, man. And this is our first title match of the night. United States belt. And Jarex with a nice counter. And look at Jarex. Oh, man. And oh, man, another knee. One knee to the ribs and one knee to the head. And how about another knee to the head? And Jarex going for the pin. A kick out there. And Demino with a big move. He needed that. Jarex was on a momentum boost and a kick out there. So, it is going to be interesting indeed. And look at Demino. That's a finisher locked in. Can he get the pin and a kick out there? And the referee has been hit. Oh, man. Our poor referees have been beat on, bruised, battered. You know, the list goes on, and he just got kicked in the head, I believe. And look at Demino here. He's got some kind of move going on. Look at this. Oh, what a nice flip. Still no points for either participant in this. And look at Demino, RKO. And he's going to go for the pin here. His moveset's very unique. And a kick out there by the United States champion. And Demino, again with that move. That move can be extremely deadly. Going for the pin on Jarex. And a kick out there. Demino cannot get a point. He's done so much damage. And he's going to try to do some more right here. See what he can do here. And look at this. Another finisher. Locked in. And he's got a point. So it is 1-0. He is 1 point away from being the United States champion. Look at Jarex here. Oh, man. What a slam. And Jarex now going for the pin. And not even a 2. Wow. That was pretty shocking. And Jarex with a gut shot. And a flip right after. And Jarex going for a pin. And another kick out. Demino kicks out this time. And look here. Jarex with a nice slam, and Demino gets right back up from it. Jarex throwing him back down. And look at this. Oh, Jarex with a nice move there with a pin combo as well. We'll see if he can get a point, tie this up. And he does. It is 1-1. What a great match. So very close one here. Next fall wins. Jarex going for the pin. Could this be it? Oh, not even a 2. Not even a 2 on that. And look at Jarex. Oh, man. Dropped Demino right on his knee. Right on Jarex's knee. And the next fall wins this thing, so. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, man. What a move. And a combination right there with the pin. Can this be it? And another kick out. Wow. Another kick out. Jarex cannot believe it. Oh, Demino missed a big kick there. And Jarex, oh, another knee to the head. Could this be it for Demino? And another kick out. Oh my goodness. What a match. Jarex is going for another pin. And another kick out. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. And Jarek's going to try again. Oh, another nice move. Going to go for a pin. And another kick out. Oh my goodness, he cannot believe it. I can't either. I cannot either. That is impossible. What Demino is doing. I mean, the resiliency is crazy. Jarex has tried about everything. But he continues to do damage. That's all he can do for now. Until he can get a pin or a submission here. And Demino has caught Jarex in a finisher. Oh my goodness. Demino going for the pin. And we have a new United States champion. Hey, I got to give it to Jarex. This man was, Demino was like bulletproof or something. I mean, Jarex could have beat him with a ball bat. And he still would have won that match. I've never seen nothing like it. Jarex did absolute extreme damage to Demino. And Demino is still in it. It's insane. And he's now your new United States champion going into 22. So, that's crazy. What a crazy match. Good performance by both guys. Outstanding performance by both. But only one could win the United States title in the end, and we have a new champion. And that is Demino. So Lethal has retained. Demino is the new champion. Of course, Candy Vega lost her title as well. It went to vacant after. So, and the Cruiserweight stayed the same. And up next, the tag titles. So, big one there. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the tag team titles. And the tag team titles will be on the line. That is right. And we have some of the greatest tag teams in this ring right here. We got 3 teams that you always recognize when you say CTL. And it is not the Stock Boys. It is Luther and Marcus. It is Game Over. And it is the Destroyers. The 3 greatest tag teams I've ever seen on here. And tonight, we're going to see a rematch. We saw this before. I believe it was at the last WrestleMania between Game Over and Luther and Marcus. I think it was the opposite way, though, because Game Over was the champions last time. And this time, Luther and Marcus are. So we're going to get a rematch, and we'll see how this one turns out. Of course, Luther and Marcus have already defended their titles once against the Stock Boys. Successfully won that. The Stock Boys will not be at WrestleMania this year, and they're probably going to sign with FLH or maybe Vita. We'll see if Vita comes back. But I don't think it's going to be the last time you guys see the Stock Boys. I don't think it's the last time you see Dr. Educator, but for now, he has been fired from CTL and banned from the property. So, yeah. And my bad for drinking water, guys. I'm just thirsty. I'm absolutely thirsty. So if you don't like me drinking water during the episode, I'm sorry. I gotta drink some water. Because I am just so dehydrated doing this. Ugh. And look at Luther here. Oh man, slams Crimson down. Of course, Game Over has won the tag titles multiple times. And look at Crimson here. And Crimson going for the pin. And Marcus breaks it up. I'm sure these four will be returning for 22. No matter who wins this match. And here comes Marcus, and not even a 1. And Luther now going for the pin, and Crimson breaks it up. Luther's got a nice submission, but Crimson gets out of it. Look at now Marcus trying to get Crimson in a submission. Jay broke it up. And look here. Jay breaks up that pin. And of course, guys, if you are interested in getting your foot in the door with CTL as soon as possible, make sure that you make your own guy, and female, by the way, because we are gonna, we're having female sign-ups as well. And if you want, you could be, you can have a male on, WTF, have a female on CTL. That's fine as well. However, we probably won't have any females on WTF. I mean, we'll do female wrestling, but it's not going to be the main thing. We're going to focus more on that on CTL and FLH. So if you if you can get both on board, both on the community, we'll take it. And Crimson going for the pin. Luther not paying attention on that one, but Marcus kicked out. And Luther going for a pin now. Good opportunity and a kick out there by Crimson. And Marcus with a little combo there. And look here. And a kick out there by Crimson. And Jay, he's right now, well, Jay's about to get back into this one. Crimson's trying to handle both at, oh my goodness. Jay levitated there for a second. Look at Crimson, what a move. What a move there. And Luther is occupied. Can Crimson get a point? He does. 1-0. So game over, 1-0 here. If they win, if they get another point, they win. And look there. Oh, man. And Jay going for a pin and a kick out there by Luther. Marcus now going for the pin. Jay's right all over that pin. Not even a 1. What a matchup we've had here. Tornado tag. And Marcus with the break up there. Crimson going for the pin, and Marcus with another kick out. Game over, gets another point. They'll become the new tag team champions. I don't have all the numbers and facts straight, but I do believe they will be 3-time tag champions if they can win this tonight. But if I'm wrong, correct me. And look at Marcus here. Oh, man, reversal there by Crimson. And uh-oh. Marcus is in trouble. Look at this. Crimson. Oh, what a move. That move is just brilliant. And Jay and Luther right on it. Could have easily been a pin. Luther with a stunner. And Jay's distracted with the submission here. And Luther gets a pin. So it is 1-1 now. 1-1. Next fall wins. Crimson going for a pin here. Could this be it? And a kick out there by Luther. And now Marcus going for the pin. And Luther's got Crimson down. And a kick out there by Jay. What? I mean, we've had some 5-star matches all night. I mean, it has just been insane, some of the quality of these matches tonight. United States belt was insane. I've never seen a United States match that good. And Luther going to work. Got a big move on Crimson. And Jay's occupied here. And look here. Oh, man, and they retain the belts. Marcus and Luther have retained their tag titles. So, we had someone lose the United States belt, and Luther and Marcus retain the tag titles. So, yeah, it was a pretty good match overall. I wouldn't say it was as good as the United States belt match, but still very impressive. And these two teams really came to play, but only one could walk out the winner. Only one can walk out the tag team champions. And Marcus and Luther continue on, going into 22 as tag champions. So you got Demino, United States champion. You got a vacant women's title. You got Lethal Intercontinental champion. And you also have Marcus and Luther as tag champions. The question is, who is going to be the CTL champion? That's right, because this is going to be a big one. A big matchup coming up next. And we muted his mic if you guys wanted to know. And here comes the biggest underdog in CTL history, Paul Weiss. Paul Weiss, I mean, This guy has his moments. He really does. He really stinks up the place usually. But here lately, and, he's had his moments. He won the Royal Rumble. That's a moment. He beat Game Over 3-on-1 in a handicap match. That was a moment. He has these little sprinkles of Hall of Famer-ism, and then, he is a complete dud half the time. So, I said he's a mediocre wrestler, and I meant it. Mark Wildhawk may have been a little too hard on him, but tonight Paul Weiss is going to get the challenge of a lifetime here. I mean, we talk about the challenge of a lifetime against Lethal, one of the greatest champions ever. And we're not only talking about CTL, we're talking about UFC. One of the greatest UFC champions ever. And now a double champion. And the question is, can he beat Paul Weiss here tonight? If he beats Paul Weiss is leaving CTL. The only way Paul Weiss can stay with CTL is if he walks out of WrestleMania the champion. That's the only way he's going to stay. And he's got to go through Lethal. So not only is this the biggest match of his career, the CTL, and not only is the CTL title up for grabs, his job is on the line. Because, he's obviously not going to be unemployed because he's going to go to FLH or Vita next year, just depending. That's if he loses here tonight. But still, his employment with CTL could be over after this. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. Our main event. And Lethal starting. Look at this. Oh, man. Slams Paul Weiss. And, of course, Lethal wants to get his hands on Paul Weiss for sure. Gave him a big RKO at the Royal Rumble. And Paul Weiss is still not happy about that either. So these two have kind of formed a little bit of a rivalry going on. And, of course, Dr. Educator, his empire fell on the last episode. So, and look at Lethal here. And Paul Weiss. Oh, man. What a throw there. Just picking up Lethal and throwing him. And Lethal with a nice move. He's getting pumped up. And Lethal is going on attack mode. Paul Weiss has had his ups and downs this year. Like I said, he won the Royal Rumble. He won a big handicap match. His tattoos didn't work out for him this year. If you notice, his tattoos really didn't come out right. So he even had bad problems with his tattoos. Courtesy of 2k20, he wasn't the only one that suffered. The subs aren't the only ones that suffered here. A lot of adjustments had to be made because of 20. And hopefully we won't have to make any adjustments on 22. So, like I said, this is the final and probably the last time you're ever going to see 20. I doubt you're going to miss it. It's, and look at Lethal here. Submission locked in. Oh, man, a deadly one, too. And if he can keep this up, it's 2 out of 3 falls. If he can keep this up, he can weaken Paul Weiss, get a submission maybe. Oh, man. And Paul Weiss throwing Lethal by his neck. And look at Lethal rubbing Paul Weiss's eye against the rope. A very dirty move there. But I don't think Lethal cares. These two fighting each other, battling it out. A great matchup. And look at Paul Weiss here. It's Weiss time. Oh, man. What a slam. Lethal with a kick. And Lethal setting up an RKO here, and he connects it. And that is big. And Lethal going for the pin. He's done a lot of damage on Paul Weiss, but a kick out there. It's going to take more than one RKO to knock Paul out here. And look here. Oh, man, that's got to hurt the back. And Paul Weiss just gets right back up from it. And look here. Throwing Lethal into the ropes, taking some shots on the back. Not too bad. And Paul Weiss is going crazy, ballistic in this match. Oh, man. And now going for a pin. And not even a 2. And Lethal gets right up. And Lethal going for a pin here and a kick out there. Wow. So, what a performance by both of these guys so far with some crazy kickouts and all kinds of damage on one another. No falls yet. And look at Paul Weiss. Oh, man. Throws Lethal in the air and just lets him drop on the mat. And here comes Paul Weiss. And it is Weiss time. Oh, man. I guess that's what we're just going to call it. It sounds pretty epic. And, oh, Paul Weiss landing right on Lethal. It's rare that he does high-flying moves, but he went ahead and did one. Didn't even get a 2 out of it, though. So he's got to think of a better strategy if he wants to beat Lethal here. And look here. Oh, man. What a hit. And Paul Weiss is about to go for a finisher. And look here. A running power bomb. The referee right on this. And a kick out there by Lethal. So Paul Weiss almost got a point there, but Lethal kicked out. And look here. Paul Weiss. A big move there. And Paul now going for the pin again. And he has a point. So it is 1-0. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Paul Weiss has went ballistic. And look here. It is Weiss time. Look at this. Throws Lethal in the air. And a spine buster. Oh my goodness. Paul Weiss has went crazy. He's going to try to pull off another miracle here tonight. We'll see if he can do it, though. It's going to be tough. But so far, he is winning this matchup. But he's got to get another pin to win it. And a kick out there by Lethal. And look at Lethal here. And just, oh man, too much weight there. And Paul Weiss just falls on him and just starts punching him. This is crazy. And look at this. I've never seen Paul Weiss this aggressive. Goodness. And look here. Just throws Lethal into the mat. Going for another finisher. Oh my goodness. And it's going to be that running power bomb again. Could this be it? Oh my goodness. And Lethal somehow kicks out. So Lethal with a kick out. And it was almost over. He almost lost the CTL title with that one. And we'll see what happens here. Lethal's got Paul Weiss on the ropes. He's got to figure something out to weaken Weiss. He needs another RKO for sure. That would work. And look here, Lethal is sticking his feet on the ropes, trying to get a dirty pin, and it does not work. And I just cannot believe what I'm seeing here. And look at Paul Weiss. And a big slam there. And Paul Weiss going for the pin. And a kick out there. Another miracle Paul Weiss pulled off was when he went up against DJ and Bobby. That was another one. But the question is, can he win this matchup? Because Lethal is about to get pumped up here. And Lethal is not a happy camper right now. So. And Paul Weiss with a nice counter. Lethal with a counter right back. Lethal needs this right here. And that is a comeback. And here we go. I love this move here. Vintage Orton. And it looks like Lethal was going to go for a big move, and Paul Weiss reversed it. And look here. Oh, man. This is a crazy matchup. And Lethal, we saw this submission earlier. Oh, man, could this work? Could this work, perhaps? Paul Weiss could be in trouble here. And somehow, Paul Weiss sweeps Lethal. I don't know how he did it. And here comes a big move from Paul Weiss. And Paul Weiss going for the pin. Oh my goodness. He did it. Paul Weiss is the new CTL champion. I cannot believe it. Oh my. And once again, Paul Weiss's luck has come into play again. And looks like Styles can get rid of everyone but Paul Weiss from CTL. And I just cannot believe what I just witnessed. I mean, Lethal's still Intercontinental Champion, but the CTL run is done. And I've never seen Paul Weiss this good. I thought Lethal was going to tap him out. I really did. But Paul Weiss, he is the first non-subscriber to win the CTL title. So that is big. Nobody outside the subs has ever won the CTL title. And that is just absolutely incredible. What we have witnessed here tonight. And we're about to hear from Paul Weiss. Ladies and gentlemen, you better believe it. That's right. I once again have done the impossible. I have won the CTL title. That's right. I told you I was going to make a New Year's resolution to be a better wrestler. And that is exactly what I've done. So that means Styles can't get rid of me as long as I hold this title. Despite the new rule. That's what that means. And you subs have doubted me since day one. Well, guess what? Paul Weiss is your CTL champion now. And I'm not going nowhere. And neither is this title. I'll see you in 2k22. And Paul Weiss has shocked the world. Oh, yeah, this episode's not over. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. This has just gotten interesting. And Paul Weiss isn't out of the doghouse, apparently. Oh, man. Luke Razorblade. Oh, there's no way. He's going to cash this bad boy in. Why not? He can't wait for 22. Forget 22. Cash it in now. Oh my goodness, this is insanity. So, Paul Weiss has just got out of an epic match with Lethal. And he's going to have to defend his title. Wow. And Luke Razorblade, who has been with CTL since day one. And He is challenging Paul Weiss for the CTL belts. Oh my goodness. This is insanity. And Paul Weiss, you could see the look on Paul Weiss's face. He just could not believe what just happened. He was mouthing off everyone, saying, "You doubted me since day one." Well, now this is a one-fall match. And Luke Razorblade cashing in his Money in the Bank. So if he loses this, he's no longer Mr. Money in the Bank. But the CTL title is on the line. And this is crazy. Cashing it in at the main event at WrestleMania here. Why not? Here we go. Of course, Luke Razorblade has been tag partners with Lethal prior before. And, yeah. And he just saw that, Lethal and Paul Weiss have been in a big match. Of course, Paul Weiss is a little bit tired. Even though he did really well in that match. And Paul Weiss, oh man, taking down Luke Razorblade there. It is a one-fall match. So, and look at Paul. Oh man. Luke may have made a mistake here. We'll see. And not even a 1 there. Luke Razorblade is fresh. He has had a couple matches in between to rest up. But I don't know if he knew if he was going to go for it tonight or not. But it looks like he's going for the Money in the Bank cash in. And Paul Weiss is beating the tar out of him. Can Weiss get lucky again? And here we go. Oh man, shot to the back of the head. And this is getting crazy. Paul Weiss throwing Luke Razorblade around. Luke Razorblade, I don't even think he's gotten a hit on Paul Weiss yet. And Paul Weiss trying to submit him. Luke Razorblade gets out of it. He is cashing in his Money in the Bank. And now going for a submission. All it takes is a 1 point or one pin or one submission, and he can win the title. And same thing goes for Paul Weiss in retaining, and a headbutt there from Paul Weiss. Look here. Man, Paul Weiss is still going. He drops Lucas. Oh, man. What a ferocious slam. Paul Weiss going for the pin and not even a 2. Oh, man, and a big punch to the face, and Paul Weiss is getting pumped up. And this guy's just getting started. And look at this. Oh, man, thrown into the ropes. And Luke Razorblade somehow getting the upper hand out of that. Oh, my goodness. A very stressful match here. There's a lot on the line here. Paul's fighting for his job. Again. And look at... Oh, man. And Paul Weiss. Oh, no. We're seeing it again. The running power bomb. And the ref... All it takes is a 3. Could this be it? And a kick out. Barely. Oh, Luke barely got out of that one. And, oh, reversal. And Luke Razorblade. Good move there. Going for the pin. Could this be it? And a kick out there by Paul Weiss. This is not going to be as easy as Luke thought it was. That's even if he can win this thing. He almost got pinned. And a nice kick there by Luke. Luke showing off for the crowd. There's a couple people in the crowd doing that same symbol. And Luke, look at Luke here. Oh, man. Look at Luke Razorblade. And Paul Weiss just gets right back up from it. Oh my goodness. Luke's got to figure out some kind of strategy to get Paul Weiss down here. I mean, Luke's already almost been pinned. And look here. And a drop on Paul Weiss's head. And Paul Weiss moving to the ropes. What a good strategy. Good move there by Paul Weiss. And Luke is not going to let him hide near the ropes. Look at this. Another kick. And Luke Razorblade going top rope. And Paul Weiss is... And look here. Oh, man, he connects it. He connected the high-flying move. And now going for the pin. Could this be it? And a kick out. Oh, my goodness. And Paul Weiss with an epic kick out there. And Luke Razorblade. Sweet chin music. But Paul Weiss gets right back up from sweet chin music. Oh, my goodness. He will not stop. And Luke Razorblade with sweet chin music again. Oh my goodness. Could this be it? And Luke Razorblade is your new CTL champion. Oh my goodness. It has finally been done. Paul Weiss is going home. He's packing his bags and going home, but I got to give him credit where credit's due. I mean, that was an epic defense on his part. He almost won it. But Luke Razorblade, I believe he was on the first episode of CTL all the way back in 18, has finally reached a title, and it is the main title. With his Money in the Bank cash in, Luke Razorblade is your new CTL champion going into 2k20. So absolutely amazing there. And congratulations, Luke. You deserve it. And you got to give Paul Weiss some credit as well tonight. Excellent performance. But Luke Razorblade is the CTL champion. We will see you come 2k22.